The Arkansas National Guard was always ready, always there in 2022. We were ready and there with more than 100 personnel on state orders to support COVID-19 operations at the Arkansas Department of Health, Department of Corrections, UAMS, the Arkansas State Veterans Cemetery, and numerous other sites for vaccination support efforts. Guardsmen were ready and there for winter support missions totaling 6 days and nearly 200 guardsmen on orders to support the Arkansas State Police as weather snarled traffic across the state. Arkansas Guardsmen were ready and there to provide potable drinking water to several cities for 17 days with a dozen personnel. Your Guardsmen were ready and there for youth in the state, assisting Youth Challenge all year long with 10 soldiers to keep the robust mission at Youth Challenge alive and youths on track to success. Those state active duty missions cost $4.1 million in state funding in 2022, or 0.4% of our operational budget. The Arkansas Guard also provided defense support to civil authorities for search and rescue operations, security support to a downed military helicopter from another state, and air monitoring missions at large-scale public events across the state. Our 233rd Regiment Regional Training Institute trained more than 1,000 soldiers and NCOs across 3 Army components, in addition to training more than a dozen newly commissioned Officer Candidate School candidates and Warrant Officer Candidate School graduates. The National Guard Marksmanship Training Center hosted 2 marksmanship competitions with more than 200 competitors from across the nation at Camp Joseph T. Robinson and Fort Chaffee Joint Maneuver Training Center, and more than 30 competitions across the country. The National Guard Marksmanship Training Center trained hundreds more to develop highly skilled marksmen for the armed forces. The 61st Weapons of Mass Destruction Civil Support Team provided frontline support to every major event within the state's borders, setting up equipment to monitor for hazards such as chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear materials being released in an attack. In addition to state missions, the Arkansas National Guard supported federal operations as well. The 188th Wing flew more than 260 missions on nearly 300 targets, supporting 3 combatant commanders. Razorback Range helped train 440 Air National Guard and International Joint Terminal Attack Controllers while guiding in more than 3,600 inert munitions to their targets. The 189th Airlift Wing trained 300 C-130H pilots, navigators, flight engineers, and loadmasters to employ the venerable cargo aircraft. The Wing's 233rd Cyber Operations Squadron also trained 280 airmen to identify cyber vulnerabilities and to develop safeguards for critical weapon systems. The 154th Weather Flight is one of 24 Air National Guard weather units that support conventional U.S. Army forces across the nation. It supports the 77th Theater Aviation Brigade, but it also supports the Joint Operations Center with weather assessments during domestic operations. Federal missions also includes overseas missions and missions here in the continental United States, and the Arkansas National Guard deployed troops from the 142nd Field Artillery Brigade, 77th Theater Aviation Brigade, 87th Troop Command, 188th Wing, 189th Airlift Wing, and 154th Weather Flight to various points around the globe in 2022. We're also partnered with Guatemala and have been for more than 20 years in the National Guard Bureau's State Partnership Program. We conducted more than 30 exchanges last year with the Guatemala military to help them grow and to learn from them. This partnership has matured into a strategic tool for the U.S. Embassy's Office of Security Cooperation and was built by maintaining constant engagement and cultivating enduring relationships with our partners to the south. Back here at home, we're also an economic engine for the state. We estimate our impact on the state to be more than $588 million annually, and that money flows into every county in the state because we have guardsmen in our formations from every county. So you see, we're more than 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. We have to be always ready, always there.